Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sasha, and this is Plannering with me. Today, I'm going to use this Sterling Ink N2V. That is the weak size, that's the N2 indication, and the V is that it's vertical as opposed to horizontal. Sorry about the glare. I'm trying to hold it up. This is actually a really, really lovely planner. It is the full version and it's got the gilded edges. Um, this is a salty Katie Co. Like a jelly cover to it. And I really like it. I'm not super fond. Like I wasn't paying attention when you can order different colored elastics. And I wasn't paying attention. And I guess I just chose pink. And this is really not my favorite pink, which is really funny because everything I have right now is pink. And it's not even my favorite color. All right. I am going to do a quick plan with me because I have been working with different different concepts. Okay, so first of all, this does lay flat. I think it's just not going to lay flat right now. Maybe because it's in the cover, but I'm going to use my Majibun Techo, which is pink. Sorry, just to lay it underneath. I think it's a little bit too tall, but it's going to be fine. I've been doing different things with it. At first, I had tried, like, for a hot second to plan the way I always plan. This is the first week of the year, and you can tell I hated it, right? First, I tried with the color blocks, which is what I really like. And let me zoom in so you can see it better. And then I tried it with just like the line down the side, which was okay. And then I tried it with color coding, which is kind of what I need, right? Um, Down the timeline. And it was just bad. It was just awful. Um, I first was trying to make these, and you can tell they're just completely warped, right? Rectangles, the way I normally do in my other planners. And I realized that if I did it across the timeline, I really couldn't see what time it is. And it's already so faint. Then I tried making rectangles. I don't know what I did here. I'm guessing, did I use a ruler? It doesn't look like I really used a ruler because it looks kind of like a what is it called? A trapezoid, maybe. And then I just went in one square, and yeah, I could not stand this. Bleh, yuck. Okay, so you can say I didn't even finish it. Then I said, okay, I'm going to try it again in the next week, and I started doing it with just colored pens, which again I need to color code, right? And with the line down the side. And then I realized that, oh, shoot, same thing. The line down the side doesn't exactly work because I can't exactly see the numbers. But this looks much neater, right? And then I started putting the weather on top. And then I put I think it was right around 9 o'clock, I started putting my tasks down here. Then I tried to get organized with it. Okay. And this is this current week. So we had this horrible Monday. It was frigid. It was snowing. It was literally like 2 degrees. But then this worked out a little bit better because I took the line, the time, the duration of my appointment, and I just took it a little bit off the timeline. So it's not exactly on the end of the first square, but it's somewhere kind of in the middle. And this is looking pretty nice. And then I started blocking this off, and then I actually gave this some definition because there's not a heck of a lot of, I mean, it's all really, really faint. I also discovered that the only pen that works that doesn't completely, let me move this, that doesn't completely feather through, what is it called? Show through or bleed through. And, you can see I really don't like that highlighter color, is my friction pen. This happens to be like a 3-in-1 friction pen, and it's 0.38. I really like the blue, and the blue shows up super, super nicely on this paper. The black is, it's kind of grayish, which I'm not so fond of. And being Chinese and being, even though I'm first generation, I still listen to this stuff, right? I took out the red because I never write with the red. So if you are Chinese, then you know. If you are not Chinese, um, I was, I grew up believing that when you write in red, it ends your relationship with that person. So it's very volatile. So I replaced it with purple, which is great because the purple is the one that I use for work, and that is what I do the most. Okay, so let's do a quick little plan with me here. I'm gonna just speed through and just fill in some lines here. Okie dokie. So I just created boxes for the top for the weather because I didn't think that I would love the filling out the weather, but I actually do. And then the bottom. So it's my 9 o'clock hour where I put the tasks in. I get up fairly early and I'm done by 9 o'clock. I would never schedule anything past 9 o'clock unless I had a really good reason, and B, plenty of sleep. Okie dokie. So let's get into it and let's fill in my week. And again, I'm using my friction. And actually, honestly, I love it. And I know that if you leave the planner that has friction writing in it in a hot car, then it disappears because it has to do with the heat. That's how you erase it, is the heat of it. And that would be a real shame. But when I take this with me, when it's when I circulate, when it goes into circulation for my week, I do take it with me. It is in my bag, so I can refer to the different times for my appointments. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go to my purple, right? And because of my life, this is going to be about work. So I've got, I could use this underneath. That would be quite helpful. Monday at 7:15. I'm not even going to write the time. I'm just going to rely on the, just knowing it. These are my classes, so I do know this, right? This one I know very well. So this is my Reformer 2 class. Oops, see? I started writing a 2 instead of writing an R. Say, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Reformer 2. And from here, I'm going to make a line that goes from my 7:15 to my 8:15. And I'm going to try to get it somewhere in the middle, right? And 8:15 is about there, all right? And then I'm going to change to my blue, easy as pie. And then I'm going to put in my workout. And that's going to go from until about 9:30. Okay, I usually don't take that much time, but then I'm going to change back to my purple. And I've got a tower class. It gives me half an hour to get there. And that is an hour. Wow, this is interesting. Sorry, 10 to 11. Then I have a little break, and then I have a client. So I'm going to write her down here. From 12 to 1. And 12. So wherever her name is, to 1 o'clock, right? Then I've got another client. And I'm not going to try to space it so it's perfectly in the middle because that's just not going to work for me, right? And that's to 1:30. Sorry, 1:30 to 2:30. And then I have another client at 3. And that's from 3 to 4. And then I have my last class at 4:15, and it is a reformer, right? One. And 4:15 to 5:15. And then I have, oh, wait, I have one more client, don't I? Yes. I have a client at 5:30, Sally, and 5:30 to 6:30. Yeah, that's a long day. Even for me, that is a long day. I'm going to say Sally H. Okay. And then I am going to go back to my blue and put in the things that I normally do. Walk pups. And down here, I'm going to have to do it much later and hope they're going to be okay. Walk pups. And the dog walkers are coming on Monday, which means that as my task, I'm going to have to prep their lunches. And then here's a reminder, and I'm going to make a little triangle here as a reminder. And I know that this is not, I don't use the symbols like the bullet journal people use the symbols. So I don't know what the triangle means in bullet journal land. So forgive me if it's completely not what I'm trying to do, but I'm going to use the triangle as a reminder. And I'm going to write down that I have an Amex payment. Right. And that's an auto payment, but I want to make sure that I have enough money in my account. Okie dokie. Oh, money, money, money. I do hate it. I hate it. No, I don't hate it. I love it, but I hate it. Okay. All right. So let's see. I do have, I did fill this in a little bit earlier simply because I think I had to write down appointments. So I have bar class at 9:30, and then I have a client. I have a client at 3, and then I have a client at client at 2 and a client at 3:30 in different places. Maybe I should write down where things are. So this one is here, and this one is here. Okay. So I'll go back and go into here. I travel a lot, but thankfully most things are close, and I try to stack. So everything is in one place. Like for example, all these, my last 4 things are in one place. Okay, do I need to do anything else? Maybe, but I am not even going to think about it for right now. Okay, so let's go to Wednesday and let's see what that's all about. Wednesday is the 24th. And let me make this a little bit further away. There we go. So I'm going to go to my purple because I do know what my Wednesday starts off at 9. That is a reformer 1. And that goes from 9 to 10. So I'm just going to get my ruler. Thank goodness for translucent rulers. Is that the right word? Translucent? Yes. And then no, maybe I should make it all the way there. See, I still just as if it was a pencil, just old habits, right? And then I have a reformer 2, and that goes from 10 to 11. And at 11:15, I teach a bar class to 12:15. Let me get that in there. Gonna have a little break for lunch. I should write in lunch, for goodness sakes. Maybe I will. Lunch. I don't have that necessarily that luxury anywhere else. Oh, you know what? I need to go back and fill in my dog stuff. Oh, that's okay. All right, let's go back to the blue. And at 1:30, I get to take a class, which makes me very happy. And that's from 1:30 to 2:30. And I always give myself a little time. I've got another private client. From 2:45 to 3:45. And that is at, and this class is at, okay. And interestingly enough, there is an event which I almost never ever have, but it happens to be the Lululemon event. It's a little pop-up thing that they're doing. So I'm going to write it Lulu Lemon event. See, I tried to do the lowercase like they did, and it just looks terrible. Oh, well. Okay, so 5 to 6. Okay, so let me fill in all my dog walking duties. I have 2 giant pups. I love them dearly, and they need to walk a lot, right? And somewhere around 12, I walk them again on Tuesday. And then somewhere around 6, I walk them. So I'm not joking when I say my life is all about work and walking dogs. So I'm just going to move on over here. And when I get back, I'm going to walk the pups here. And the dog walkers are coming, which means that I have to do their lunches. Because they eat some fresh food, and I don't expect my dog walkers to have to figure that out. So I prep it, and I put it in Tupperware and stuff like that. So no, I'm not crazy. Well, yeah, maybe I am just a little bit. All right, let's do walk pups. And I know it's Wednesday, then I know I have to make a payment. Okay. Alrighty, let's move on. Let's see what else is going on. I don't think anything else. All right, Thursday is my early day. I teach a Pilates class at 6, and it's called Sunrise. Ooh, I don't have enough room here. I might Pilates. Eek. All right, so that's from 6 to 7. Right? Am I in the right line? I think I am. Right? And I'm just going to switch over here, and I'm going to, on Thursdays, I walk the dogs after my class because they don't even want to go. They don't want to go. They're tired. It's like dark outside, and they're like, nope. See you when you get home, Mom. All right, let's move on. Thursday. So interestingly enough, my weeks don't change that much. In terms of my classes really stay the same. My appointments get moved around quite a bit. Okay, so that's 8:30 to, oops, I put in the wrong place. Look, it's gone. Oh, I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. So, okay, so there we go. 8:30 to 9:30. right? Yes. And then let me change the pen. That looks really cramped. Can we do it again? I'm not a perfectionist, but that's going to drive me crazy when I see it's like all the way to one side. Okay, so let me start over here. For as many times as I write the word reformer, you would think I would know how it would fit on the page. Also, my handwriting is pretty bad. Let's see. And then I do another workout here. This is when I lift weights, right? And I always have to find a good time to lift weights. I tried lifting weights after I taught a bar class. That was no good. All right, so I do that. I always give it about an hour or so, 9:30 to about 10:30. Oops. Yeah, it's going to here. Okay. I don't have anything right after that. So I'm going to go ahead and put in my dog walking time. And then I have several appointments. Okay, so I'll go back to my purple. And at 1:30, I have a client. Oops, that looks like her name is something different. And that's 1:30 to 2:30. And that is in there. And at 3 o'clock, I have an appointment. And that's 3 to 4. And that's here. And then at 4 o'clock, I have my last appointment. And there it is, 4 to 5. And then, guess what? Walking the dogs. Put it somewhere here. All right. Getting into the weekend, getting close. Friday. Let's see, we start at 8:30. Teach a bar class. 8:30 to 9:30. And I also have to remember that we're doing dance on Tuesday and Friday. So I have to prep choreography. See? All right, here we go. Let's do this. Choreography. I'll just shorten it to choreo. Okay. That means that I have to create choreography for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. All right. Now I know what I'm doing. Okay. And at 9:30, I have a reformer class. All right. And then at 10:30, I have another reformer class. Let's write down. They're all in the same place, so that's good. And I have already have it written here, but I have a client at 11:45, and that's there. All right. Do I have anything? On Saturday? Oh my goodness, it's a free day. Holy mackerel. And then the 28th. Oh, fun, 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 fun. 28th. Let's see, from 12 to about 4. 12 to about 4, I get to style, boudoir, shoot. that is so much fun. So I work with my very good friend. She's an incredibly talented photographer. Sorry, did I say that word correctly? Photographer. And normally she does like weddings, and she does like what do you call it? Like face headshots and stuff like that. Um, and she does beautiful photography. It's her relationship to her subjects. She just brings out this beauty. I just don't know. It's just something she does. It has nothing to do with equipment. It has nothing to do with background, although she does choose excellent scenery. Um, she's just amazing, and she brings out this natural beauty. And I just help the models with their styling. I help them with their outfits. If they're not sure, I try to get them comfortable. And I'm basically, the cheerleader. And it's really, really fun. I love doing it, and I would love to do that more, right, if that's possible. So I would probably here would probably have to do some preparation for the boudoir shoot, but I'm not exactly sure what. So again, look, it's all cramped. So because I have the luxury of erasing, I'm going to write it in a less cramped way. So I'm going to start over here. Style, boudoir. Still looks a little cramped, but hey, you know what? Okay, now that is my day, or sorry, not my day. That is my day, but that is my week. That is in my Sterling Ink Common Planner N2V. It's a week size in a vertical layout. As you can see, not a ton of what do you call it, shadowing. Bleed through. And it's a little bit, I write a little bit heavy, so it's a little bit of indentation. And plus, this is a 0.3, I don't know if you can see it, a 0.3 tip. So it's pretty narrow. It's pretty tiny, pretty fine. And that's what the word is. And so, again, this is the only pen that I really like with this. I believe it is Tomoe River paper. And I do believe that it's like that 52 GSM, I think, right? But it feels different. It feels a little bit different to me. So it's fine. It's great. And I know that it's everybody loves it. But I feel like certain inks, certain pens don't work well with this, whereas they work well with a Hobonichi cousin or a Weeks or something like that. All right. Thank you for sticking with me and doing this planning this way. I actually think it looks pretty neat. I'm not sure like whether I need to do some lines maybe in between the numbers for the hours. Maybe that will look a little bit more delineation. Yeah, but I don't know. Comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you're using this planner. Let me know how you're using this planner. I love this planner community. I never feel alone, ever. All right, thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.